Hi, good day. It's September 8th and it's 5:48 p.m. It's Michelle Green. Today I wanted to read to you a letter that I've sent off to the Chief of Police for Washington, D.C., and that is Chief Robert Contee III. I've copied Mayor Muriel Bowser on the letter. I've also copied the U.S. Attorney for the Department of Justice for the District of Columbia, Matthew Graves. I've copied the FBI Director, Christopher Wray, and I've copied the FBI Chief of Police, David Sutton. The subject matter is Metropolitan Police Department's years of refusal of citizens' constitutional rights, and it reads, Again, I am writing to your office for immediate assistance. For the last several years, I have repeatedly requested to meet with you due to the unorthodox treatment by police, which include falsification of police reports and continued crimes against me gone undocumented, leaving me to protect myself and at the time my mother, who is now dead, which I blame on your department. Please note these crimes include a rape that was recently documented by Detective Tanya Gay 7 years after the fact, as I was told it was never going to be documented. How does the Metropolitan Police Department justify an attempted investigation or a rape after 7 years, when I repeatedly and for years continue to seek an investigation, justice? I am still faced with harassment, hate crimes, being videotaped, as now I am in a shelter due to these crimes that MPD refuse to stop. When did MPD start openly violating females and hiding crimes? I am being refused filing of numerous police reports since returning to Washington, D.C. in July 2022. The crimes are constant. Also, police from various states have confirmed the specifics of these crimes, including an MPD officer who advised me it was my ex, paying many, including MPD, and still with the knowledge of nothing was done. If Washington, D.C. is going to again refuse me protection, documentation, and investigations, as the FBI Corporal Garner advised me I needed to go to the news rather than the FBI, then I have every intention of taking matters into my own hands, because writing letters regarding serious, dehumanizing federal crimes and being repeatedly violated and begging for help, as years have been stolen and police knowingly doing nothing. So please, Chief Contee, simply make me aware of your decision so that I can take matters into my own hands. I implore you to review my police reports, those that were documented, written by 5th District leadership, which is not the norm, as was shared by an officer, along with other pertinent information. The reports states that I spoke with the detectives, which is a blatant lie, yet the report states they spoke with me. To date, I have never spoken with any MPD detective, with the exception of 7 years later of my rape last week, which is beyond pitiful, discriminatory, and more. Most alarming, the police report where my home was literally violated with damages of over $250,000 with close to 1,000 pictures. Yet the MPD police report states MPD spoke with me and I stated a few things moved around. I have been coming to leadership for years for this and all and nothing. And now I am supposed to feel good because Detective Gay took time to meet with me to state things to me that she refused to put on the recorder and ask questions unrelated to my rape, which I will address in the next video to come. When there is a bounty placed on someone, it goes to the FBI. When there are Marines United crimes, it goes to the FBI and NCIS with Senate knowledge. I am a Black professional woman who repeatedly came to police to have police refuse to do anything. And when I have gone to FBI, I am told such things as, you need to go to news media, or I am met by interns illegally representing themselves as FBI agents and taking documents that are not found in FBI files, or I am told the group needs to make a decision on your case, which no one ever calls me back, by the way. How does a professional who was a vice president of Howard University Hospital get unjustifiably and falsely labeled by a non-clinical Southwest MPD officer, Sergeant Gavin Nelson, with support from his superior, as unstable? A clear example is me walking into the Southwest precinct to be told before my mouth was even opened from Sergeant Gavin Nelson that I needed to see a psychiatrist immediately. This has been a continual issue for me across state lines by police, as they have attempted to demonize my name with false police records. As two prominent psychiatrists directed me and stated, the MPD should be requesting a forensic assessment, and also these crimes should have immediately gone to the FBI for many obvious reasons. Why weren't they? In addition, another clinical who was falsely called on site by a Detective White to speak with me advised these actions being taken by police are illegal and an abuse of power. Please note, police called her to my home while living in Florida. I was able to hear the slanderous lies regarding her justification of requesting I be assessed. You should be aware that one of the Washington, D.C. MPD officers disclosed that these crimes were being directed by my husband. I found that he was correct in knowing who was financing the crimes against me. However, this person was my ex-fiancé and not my husband. MPD clearly knew of the crimes and did nothing. Washington, D.C. is where these crimes escalated into violent acts against me and my mother, and where I attempted repeatedly to document and gain investigations to be continually refused by MPD. I have been raped, bank accounts have disappeared, $10,000 and more, food poisoned, thefts, checks cashed with someone accessing home and P.O. box with checks well over $3,000, and MPD again did nothing. I have come full circle to now understanding the entirety of these crimes against me and MPD involvement, doing nothing. And as I have moved from state to state and out of the country, these treacherous crimes have followed me to only find a few police officers willing to direct me and confirm my ex is financing my hit, being trafficked, murder of my mother. This is what MPD allowed, and for years. Again, I am entitled to a meeting with Chief Police of the District of Columbia, especially considering the atrocities done to me and my mother. However, if a meeting is denied, please formally advise me of this decision with explanation. And for your knowledge, I have gone well beyond the protocol prior to requesting a meeting, which also included Internal Affairs repeatedly, Mayor Bowser's office repeatedly, Congresswoman Holmes Norton repeatedly. Honestly, the actions of MPD is disgraceful and sickening, especially since I have continually reached out to Black leaders who first-handedly are aware of the obstacles Black females have when receiving help from police and getting our voices heard. As noted by a prominent past United Nations rapporteur, Juan Mendez, on torture and cruel, inhumane, and degrading treatment, he advised me that the crimes done against me are considered torturous crimes by government. Yes, the U.S. government. Lastly, I still need assistance from your office in filing police reports since I continue to receive issues in my attempts to file and document my serious crimes. And the last detective that was to reach out to me, per you, Chief Contee, I've never heard from. And I have attached a preservation letter submitted to the MLK Library, who has advised me that they do not have a chief of police and the cameras are under the jurisdiction of police. So I am including your office in this request to ensure all requested information is secured until requested. I hope to hear from your office shortly. I'm hoping that gives a pretty good synopsis as to what's been going on with me. I'll get into more detail as I go along. But as you can see, there's been a lot of corruption, for lack of better words, a lot of cover-up, and a lot of bullshit and illegalities from police. And they continue to try to stifle me or label me. That way my voice is not heard. But as I've requested from Howard University, from University of Pittsburgh, from Rutgers University, from Johns Hopkins, and from all those women who have gone through things that I've gone through, and all people of color. Yes, my ex has financed this, and I'm aware of that now for many reasons, as I'll share down the line. But at the same time, this is a government issue, because this is something that's been done, and I've gone repeatedly to government across the country trying to get assistance, and it's been a cover-up. So I'm looking for full support from all of you and hope to get it. And as I share my story, it's sickening, it's shocking, and you'll find out that for the most part, I'm in a human hunting game, and police are covering up all the crimes, so the hate crimes continue. Sad and sickening. But I have every opportunity, and I have every possibility of being able to prove that this information that I am stating, all my allegations, are true, with witnesses and supporting documents. Thank you, and look to talk to you soon, and hopefully you'll hit me up on the YouTube and support me. Take care.